So, thought I'd try something a bit different today and actually appear in front of the camera for once, so not something I've done before. Not sure if it's something I'd do again, but I thought I'd give it a shot. So I'm just going to do a quick pickups video today and show you some of the junk I've picked up over the last 2 months maybe. So I've got some of the newer games for the newer systems, so PlayStation 3, likes the Dreamcast as well, and like Master System, Rampage there as well. So what I'll do is I'll just switch back over to the usual format where I'm behind the camera showing you the bits and pieces I've got. But yeah, this is what I picked up over the last 2 months. Okay, so just start off with the kind of hardware that I've picked up recently, and first of all I've got a couple of cool little VMUs I got on eBay, and these are kind of rare. This one here is a Hello Kitty one, not really my kind of style, but you know, it's a kind of a rare item. I don't think you could get these separately. I think these only came with the Japanese Hello Kitty pink Dreamcasts that were a limited edition. So I got this on eBay, and from the same seller I also got a blue one, and the blue one is different to the regular blue one. I've actually got a load of the different VMUs here. This is the North American blue, but you can see the Japanese one is a slightly lighter colour. So if you remember my last video, I picked up a Japanese controller here. It used to stink of smoke. I actually managed to get rid of the smell of smoke, by the way, using bicarbonate soda and scrubbing it. Took a while, but got there in the end. But anyway, yeah, the VMU for this is a perfect match colour wise. The North American one that I was using before, you can see it's a much darker kind of navy blue, but yeah, I got that, and bump the camera, and the pink one here from the same seller on eBay, and I don't think anyone realised that this one was kind of rarer, and it went for like £2 or something ridiculous like that, hardly any money. This one here, I was really surprised, only went for, I think it was about £3.50, and yeah, that was a complete bargain, because I reckon if I relisted this again I'd get at least £20 for it if it was listed properly. So off the same seller, I think that both came to about like £6-7 or something like that. Really good deal. Other things I got another N-Gage. It's not an actual N-Gage though, it's you can see there, it's one of those display dummy phones that you get or you used to get in the shops. So it's a non-working sample. And basically what this is like you had them in shops before the phones were released, or just so that people wouldn't steal them, the actual phones, just to get an idea of what the phone was really like before you bought it or pre-ordered it or whatever. But you can see it's got a weird kind of, one of those odd hologram type thingies there, the wee snowboarder, and that was like £2 on eBay. That was a real good bargain. And from the same seller I also got this little N-Gage branded stand, so if it was in the shop it would be sitting in the stand like that, and yeah, that was like £5 for the two things there. Really good bargain. It's weighted down with lead inside or something. It's really heavy, and the buttons all feel the same as a proper phone. But yeah, I thought it was a kind of cool thing to add to the collection. So moving on to the games that I bought, and I'll start with the Dreamcast games here. These are all, I've been kind of cutting back on the amount I'm spending on games. I'm only really buying things that I think are a good bargain. And this is a Japanese copy of Shenmue. You can see there, or Shenmue, or however you want to pronounce it. But yeah, complete copy here, manuals and everything. That was $4.99 delivered. I thought that was an amazing deal. Can't really play it because it's all in Japanese, but obviously the nice thing with Japanese games is they always come with all the extra bits and pieces, and obviously you get in the colour manual as well, so that's always nice to get. But yeah, that was like £5 delivered. You can see there, nice, really nice condition. I think it's meant to have an outer sleeve, but I wasn't with it. No big deal. Next thing I got here was Jet Set Radio, or Jet Grind Radio, whatever you want to call it, for the Dreamcast, and again it's the Japanese version. And really like this game. This is like my favourite game on the Dreamcast, or one of. And again, I just really like the manuals you get with the Japanese games. I'll not bore you with it, but yeah, it's like basically like a mini art book with every game. Got all the characters there, all the nice artwork. It's just really nice to look at. And look at that crazy Jet Set Radio logo. But yeah, that's the Japanese version there. And again, that was like £5. But that will go nicely because I've now got the complete collection. I've got the PAL version here. I've had that for a while, that's still sealed. And then you've got the Jet Grind Radio, which is the North American version as well. So nice to complete the full collection there. What else have I got? What will I do? I'll do the N-Gage games. So I did a bit of a trade with a fellow YouTuber, Callum. I can't remember his actual YouTube name. I think it's like Cal888 something. I'll leave a link to his channel anyway. But he swapped me one of the prototype Pandemonium games that I had for this sealed copy of King of Fighters. So that was cool to have. So I've now got a double of that, if anyone wants to buy it or trade it, whatever. I also did another, well, I got a deal off an eBayer here for X-Men Legends, Rise of Apocalypse, that's called. X-Men Legends 2, another really rare game, so that's another one off the list. That was good to get. I also ordered from the States. I got this for about £6 delivered to the UK. It's Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, and this is a US version of the game. I just thought it was kind of cool because it's got a different artwork to or different packaging to the PAL release. I've got the PAL release here as well. So I thought it'd just be kind of cool to add to the collection. So moving along here, I got another deal on eBay, and I was actually just looking for Super Monkey Ball, this game here, on eBay, and I noticed that a seller was selling a bunch of original Xbox games and no one had bid on them. It's like $4.99, so just putting a random bid thinking, well, that's worth it just for the Super Monkey Ball game, and ended up winning them. I won them all for $4.99 delivered, so that was pretty cool. So you've got Terminator Dawn of Fate, not a very good game, but still kind of fun. Star Wars Episode 3, not a good game, but complete and everything, so whatever. Sonic Mega Collection, really good. You've got basically all the Sonic games in this, and you can play them on your original Xbox and high definition if you've got the Wii cable for it. And Super Monkey Ball, which is the game I originally wanted, really good game. So I've now got that for the original Xbox. And Robots, kind of a kiddie game, but there's actually nothing wrong with it. I was playing it the other day. It's quite a good fun game. So all that for £5, not bad at all. Quickly moving on here, I don't want to make the video last too long. I got some sealed games, some new ones. Blaze Blue, Calamity Trigger, really excellent game. I've already got this in the system, but I thought I'd buy a proper copy of it. So it's all sealed and everything. I can't remember how much that was. I think it was about £8 something. And Death Smiles Deluxe Edition. And I got a copy of this, so I've not opened it up. I'm looking forward to playing that as well. Other things I got, some more bargains. I got Dark Void. People are always going on about how crap this game is. I paid $2.98, I think it was, for it. The seat's still in there. Yeah. It's $2.98 I paid for it. And I'm actually really enjoying it. I think it's really good. The controls are a bit kind of funky on the jetpack parts of the game, and it's not really a huge budget title, but it's for like £3, it's really good fun. I can't complain. And I got Nier here as well, and I paid like $4.80 for this, brand new sealed. And I just completed Dead Space on the PlayStation 3, and this is the game I've moved on to playing now. So I'm only about half an hour into it. Really crazy storyline, but it looks like it's going to be a really good game, and I've read tons of really good reviews about it. It's meant to be a really kind of weird game. Visually it's not that great, but the storyline's meant to be pretty bizarre and interesting. So, moving on to the retro games, I've got Rampage for the Master System, and this is complete and everything. It's all in really nice condition. I think I paid about £4 for that. Rampage is just Rampage. If you don't know what Rampage is, check it out on YouTube. It's a really good game. You basically just, there's no real point to it other than you're one of these guys here and you just have to destroy the city as quickly as possible and rack up as many points. Really good fun game. I got that, and I got this again. This is a really good bargain. $2.98 from Game, I think, and it was actually watching one of the videos on Gamercastdotnet. They've got a channel here on YouTube, and I think it's Catherine, possibly, that said that she'd picked up a copy of this for like $2.98. So I went out to the game, I mean at my local game, and had a look the next day, and sure enough there was a copy of this in there for $2.98. So I don't know if you can really, how you can explain what this game's like. It's more like kind of a, I suppose like a real-time strategy kind of game. It's really good fun though. It's actually in the PSP right now. But yeah, for $2.98, it's a bargain. I recommend getting that. So moving on to the Xbox 360 games, or just some more of the 360 games I've got. I started collecting some of the promotional copy games for the system. So I've got Bioshock here, not for resale. I think I paid about £4 for this. No one really wants them because they don't come with the manual, and they come in a non-retail white disc here. So I got that for like £4. And also I got a bunch of Enslaved items here. So I've got a promotional copy of Enslaved. Again, it comes on the non-retail white disc. The artwork is kind of faded in the front of these promotional copies, but it's meant to be like that, just so you know it's not a legit copy, or it is a legit copy, it's just not a retail copy, and they don't want you selling them on. You can see the artwork in the back is identical to a retail copy. And I'm a really massive fan of the Enslaved game, so I managed to pick up a PAL version of the Collector's Edition, and this includes the copy of the game. I'll actually show you it because the artwork in the Collector's Edition is slightly different to the regular edition of the game. I'm going to do a separate video on these after this, so if you're interested you can take a better look at this. So that's the copy of the game there. So you've got different artwork on the front. You've got Monkey on the front there, and then you've got Trip on the back as well. It's European copy of the game, or mainland Europe, so it's got these kind of funky rating system on it. But there's also the art book in there and the soundtrack, so that's cool to have. And I also picked up the talent pack, which was an exclusive to HMV. And again, I'm going to do this was the PlayStation 3, I'm going to do a proper video on this later. And I've also picked up some other bits and pieces here, like the comic book, and you get a book and stuff like this. But I'll show you that in a different video afterwards. But yeah, just thought I'd do a kind of quick pickups video. Not really been making as many videos lately because I've been playing more of the kind of stuff that I've been buying, and basically just taking a bit of a break. But I should be back to making more videos soon. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.